What's up, y'all? Appreciate you a lot. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to show you how I remixed a song or made a song and made the vocals sound the way that they did on top of this Anarchy beat. And if you're on YouTube, Anarchy goes crazy. Posts videos every day or every other day. And so I made myself challenge myself to every time he releases a song within 24 hours to rap over it, record a song to it, and then I could show you how I did it. And so I'm going to be pumping out a lot of videos on this channel. So hopefully something might be able to help you. And I'm sure that we're both, me and you, or us all, whoever's watching this is going to learn on the way. And so Anarchy, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to Anarchy. I mean, look, one day ago, 25,000 views. He goes crazy. Look, I even posted, I said, I just posted my rap to this song. I subbed and hit the bell because I did. My goal is to kill all these beats within 24 hours of you releasing. And he replied and said, hey, let's go. So that's cool. That's cool. I'd subscribe to him if I were you. Hit the bell. That way you can get notified. And also my last video is the song. So if you want to check out the song, you could check that out. So this is how I made the song. That's what we're going to be showing here. And so what we're going to do, let me share my screen real quick so that way you can see what it is I'm looking at. Studio One. I use Studio One, and I'm going to turn off all these plugins so that way you can see what it sounds like without it. Obviously, I'm going to play the song real quick, and it's going to sound so low, the vocals. The vocals are going to sound so low. And the reason why is because I recorded, so that way it was only hitting at 12 dB at the most. I'm using a Slate Digital M1, which is like a modeling microphone. So that way you can make it sound like other microphones if you have plugins that can make it sound like other microphones. Like I have the mic mod that's by Antares. For some reason, I was able to sign up for Antares and it gave me like 5 months free. I think 5 months. 5 months or more than 5 months. It was crazy. So I'm going to show you what I made it sound like using this formula. And if you have any advice, leave it in the comments below. And I'm not the best. We're going to be learning together. So here's it without everything. Oh, and also I put everything on read. I click it and I change it to read. Just for me, when I listen to the car, for me personally, at this point, it sounds better. It sounds better on my phone. It sounds better probably because someone might say, well, you don't know how to mix good enough. That's probably true. And so for right now, it works for me on everything. Everything that I mix, I put it on read and it sounds better. So I'm going to show you before any plugins and without. So you're not going to be able to hear my voice because it's so low. But then after you'll be able to hear it and be like, wow, how'd you do that? And I'm going to show you step by step. Can't hear nothing. But look how low my vocals are.
Looks like you lost another one.
Then when I turn everything on, this is what it sounds like. I forgot to turn on two things. This is what it sounds like.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Yeah, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find parking. It's just me and my son in his car seat. I'm looking like Ken pulling up without his Barbie.
So that's what I made it sound like. And so step by step, I'll show you. I used the mic mod. I didn't adjust anything. This is from Antares. They're the ones who make auto-tune. So I didn't adjust anything. Everything, I just added it. And then I changed it to the Shure SM7A. If you go to Shure SM7A, there's all these different ones. I have a modeling microphone so that way you can model it. They have, this is crazy because like this microphone here, the Sony C800G, that's like what famous rappers or artists use. And so if you have a modeling microphone, then you could make it sound similar to that without having to spend all that money. Obviously, it's not going to sound just like it, but it's made to model itself after. That's the purpose of this, is to mod your mic. And if you have a a microphone meant for that, like the Slate Digital M1, which I have, which I won in a contest, believe it or not. I entered a Instagram TikTok contest and won it for free. So that's pretty cool. But you can make it sound like so many different stuff. I didn't go through all these different ones and be like, which one sounds the best? I went through probably like 10 for this track and just clicked on this one and was like, man, that one sounds pretty good for what I'm looking for. But obviously this is usually on off and I change it to read. So, and then sometimes when I'm messing around, I might add auto-tune, but it didn't sound that good. Watch, I'll show you with and without the auto-tune. It didn't sound that good. Maybe my settings were wrong. I'm just going to change it to read. But obviously you could change the settings. It just didn't sound as good with the auto-tune. Watch, I'll play it without auto-tune and then with auto-tune.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Yeah, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find parking. It's just me and my son in his car seat. I'm looking like Ken pulling up without his Barbie. I got pushed to start, I don't need a car key. Watch the way I ball, I feel sorry for who scar keep. Yeah, call me drip tape, all I make is drip tapes. I'm just cool and kick it with me, be my sensei. Who serving beef? I'll take thick steak on a thin plate. I'm quick to the point, this joint sounded like a switchblade. Tall and
so it might have made it sound a little bit better if I have the retune speed down here. The retune is what makes it sound more flowy. You know, if you have it all the way up, then it's like, and it like switches pitches like crazy, but this will normalize it. So 31 sounded pretty good, but I already posted the song, so I'm not going to do that. So that's just food for thought for next time. But I have the AVOX. I didn't do nothing on here. I just added it. The AVOX punch. It looks like I decreased the ceiling to minus 3.1 to make it sound the way that I wanted. And the way that I did it, somebody might say, well, it's probably best to use the vocal writer before everything. That's probably true. But I'm just still learning. And for me, this sounded good enough. I put it on SoundCloud. It's high quality, sounds good. Listening to my car, I can hear the words, I can understand the words. It sounds good to me. And obviously, this probably isn't the best order. Like if you send this to a professional mixer, they're not going to send it back like this. But they might make it sound totally different. It's in this order, which makes it sound this way. But obviously, and if I rearrange some of this stuff, even if I use the same plugins but rearrange it, it's not going to sound the same. So it's in this order, makes it come out sounding the way that it does. Obviously, in the future, maybe might use vocal writer first. I don't know. That's something I'm still trying to figure out. So we'll be able to figure it out together. You guys might, in the next video, see me do totally different plugins. Or in a different order. And why is he doing that? Well, I'm still learning and we're learning together. So if you have any tips, you can give them to me and then you can be the reason for my growth, our growth together, and all these jams just to keep coming out. That'd be cool. I'd appreciate that. The vocal writer, I throw it on. So real quick, I'll go back. AVOX warm, didn't throw nothing on. AVOX punch. These are Antares too. Antares, however you want to pronounce it, from whoever makes auto-tune. Vocal writer, I'll show you what this is doing.
yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Yeah, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes.
In reality, you probably want it like down here so that way it's not above the yellow, past the yellow, because it's trying to make my voice louder. The fact that it's past the yellow, it's trying to make my voice louder. And I think for this plugin, what you want to do is have it in the yellow. Watch, I'll adjust it while we're doing it. You might be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Yeah, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find parking. It's just me and my son in his car seat. I'm looking like Ken pulling up without his Barbie. I got pushed to start, I don't need a car key. Watch the way I ball, I feel sorry for who score keep. Yeah, call me drip tape, all I make is drip tapes. I'm just cool and kick it with me, be my sensei.
So that'll be something that I'll work on next time. It probably will sound better like that. What I noticed, it makes it sound a little more clear if you have it in the yellow. But if it's past the yellow, basically you're just trying to make it sound louder, which is not always better. So that's what I did. I added the studio rack, have the REQ. Where did my here it is. So I have some cuts. I saw online some people cut like 3 to 6 dB, but then I saw other people only doing a little bit. So I don't have on the back of my microphone. I have it, but I just don't use it because it takes up too much space. But the background, the foam that goes behind it. Somebody might be able to think of the name. I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's the foam that goes behind it. So that way, when I'm speaking into the microphone, because right now my words are bouncing off the computer screen back into the microphone, then bouncing off the computer screen onto that computer screen, coming into the microphone. It's hitting the wall, coming back to the microphone. And so the goal of the styrofoam, and not even styrofoam, it's foam. The goal of it is to absorb the sound so that way it's not bouncing back, because that's what you're actually cutting out. You're trying to get rid of that noise that's coming back onto it, that's bouncing off of it. You don't want that. And so that's where you want to look for those sounds. So I cut it at 136, 192, 291, 484. And then I also looks like it 1041, but I didn't do the curve I didn't do this. I changed it to that. So, and I'll show you, I'll boost these up. I'll show you the sounds of what it sounded like to me that I was like, I don't want that sound.
Yeah,
let me see.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit, I could hear my dogs barking.
It might be better if I just mute these real quick, so that way you can see it. What I did.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find parking. It's just me and my son in his car seat. I'm looking like Ken pulling up without his Barbie. I got pushed to start, I don't need a car key. Watch the way I ball, I feel sorry for who score key. Yeah, call me drip tape, all I make is drip.
So I mean, I'll play it before and after it. I don't know. I was just trying to boost right there. I probably should have soloed it so that way you could hear me boost it. But you get the point in a sense that those are all sounds that didn't sound good. So, and then here's with it off, and then I'll turn it back on.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find parking. Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find parking.
So I mean, it made it sound really clear. The compressor looks like gain 6.6, 2.9 ratio, attack 30.3, release 22.5. I always hear it's sometimes better to use a fast attack, slow release. So then someone might say a fast attack, I'm going to turn it all the way up. But that's not what they mean when they say fast attack. And when they say slow release, someone might say, I'm going to turn it all the way down. But that's not what they mean when they mean slow release. It has to be between a certain amount to make it sound good. And so you'll see what this is bumping at.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find parking. It's just me and my...
And again, it might sound better adjusting the settings a little bit. So I'm just not super professional, but it's enough to make it sound good. At least for me, for what I like. But the input...
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit.
This will adjust where this is hitting at ratio.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit. I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find.
So I mean, someone might know like, oh, what you want to listen to get it in a sweet spot. That's what you're looking for, really, is like the sweet spot for where it's not too much and it's not enough. Like that's what you want for all of these plugins. You're looking for what's too much and what's not enough, and you want to get in between that. So this is it looks like I used Darlington Silky lead vocal. This is the SSL channel. I had to buy this one, the E channel. There's the G channel, but I like the E channel. I bought both of them. But so these are the settings on it. Minus 3.5 dB at 1.64 for the kilohertz, 0.48. You know, it's just the Darlington Silky lead vocal. I don't think I did anything really to adjust it. Let me see if I go to Dave Darlington Silky lead vocal, go back. Yeah, I didn't do anything. So it looks like I just added that on. So obviously I could have made it sound better than, because I just added on the effect. My CLA, this is what this is doing.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find parking. It's just me and my son in his car seat. I'm looking like Ken pulling up without his Barbie. I got pushed to start, I don't need a car key. Watch the way I ball, I feel sorry for who score key. Yeah, call me Drips.
So probably in my head, I thought this plugin, I thought I had something different, but it looks like that's what I did. I had gain 54.6, peak reduction 55.8. Might have been thinking of a different plugin. And then at the end, I did a cut at, what's it look like? 199, because it just didn't sound too good after adding everything together. And then I added some boosts. Nothing too crazy, right? Some people add like 4 to 6 dB. Some people only boost like 1 to 3 dB. And so I boosted 0.5, 2.7, 3.1, 3.4. So, and it made it sound pretty good. I'll show you before and after.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit, I could hear my dogs barking at the party. It's been 30 minutes and I still can't find parking. It's just me and my son in his car seat. I'm looking like Ken pulling up without his Barbie. I got pushed to start, I don't need a car key. Watch the way I ball, I feel sorry for who score key. Yeah, call me Drip Tape.
It just sounds better. You know, it sounds better to me. Studio Rack, I added an R-verb, plate 2, Q8, just threw on a low cut and a high cut, high pass, low pass, high pass filter. They say you do that in order to kind of control the reverb. So I don't know too much about that. I just saw somebody else kind of do something like that. So that's what I did. This one, I just added a delay. As you can see, feedbacks at 52, delays at, what is this? Oh, right here, 1/4 T, ping pong's on, host is on, nothing, wet's all the way up. That's it. And then I added at the very end a limiter. I saw someone one time say to decrease the limiter by minus 0.1 in order that it's not hitting the 0. So that's what I did. And then if you adjust the threshold, it makes it louder. Watch.
Yeah, shout out Anarchy. Beat so cold, get frostbite and stop the heartbeat. Hit.
But louder is not always better. So that's what I did to make it sound good. And hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully that helped a little bit. For me, you know, the main points is that in Studio One, for me, Reed sounds better. The mic mod makes the microphone sound better. Vocal Writer helps bring up the volume without having to adjust this or add a compressor. It's kind of like a gain. And then EQ, I saw online that you cut before you compress, because then you don't want to boost those sounds you don't want. And then I read also online, I've seen people do it different, but boosting before compression means that once you compress it, you're boosting where you EQ'd. Did I say? Yeah. If you boost before you compress, when you compress, it enhances where you boosted it. So, and then at the very end is when I added all the high end boost to make it sound the way that I wanted to. So shout out Anarchy going crazy on the beat. Shout out Studio One. Shout out Antares. Shout out Slate Digital with the microphone. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What would you do differently? Like, what did you see? You're like, I can't believe you're doing that. I want to know that stuff. I need help, and I need your help. And we could do this together. I mean, this will be a great opportunity, because if Anarchy keeps posting beats 1 to 2 times, every day or every other day, we're going to be pumping out videos like crazy. I'm telling you, because it's my challenge. Every beat that he posts, to release something to it within 24 hours. Hold me to it. I'm trying to hold myself to it. It'll be fun. So, all right, y'all. Appreciate you. Let me know what you think.